Again, remember, they're changing my voice. Proverbs 11. The Lord detests dishonest scales, but accurate weights find favor with him. God detests their theater art scales, Western, Eastern, another type of black person theater art scales, any other scale other than the truth, which I am the last valid redeemer possible. Okay? Scramble to obey God through me. That is the truest instruction there is. Scramble to rally to me and obey God through me in person. To go the distance to make sure you hear it from me and not whoever might be editing my videos. And they might change this stuff. But you should know truth when you hear it. 2, when pride comes, then comes disgrace. But with humility comes wisdom. The integrity of the upright guides them, but the unfaithful are destroyed by their duplicity. Okay, by their lying, by them not admitting to themselves that they need to obey God through me. Okay, I'm going to stress that throughout Proverbs because that's the key lesson here, and time is of the essence. Wealth is worthless in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivers from death. All you females, you keep making that mistake. You keep looking to the rich. I don't care if they're threatening you and your family. I don't care if they have your whole family hostage. Okay? You think you should just let the wicked win? Sometimes you have to chop it up as acceptable losses. Okay, the inability to do that is fucking childish. You shouldn't have to be a guy in the military on the highest level in a righteous nation to get that. Okay, and that nation, America, is not righteous. If you don't know that, you're an idiot. Okay, sad that I have to even point that out because so many people play stupid. All right. So again, wealth is worthless in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivers from death. The righteousness of the blameless makes their path straight, but the wicked are brought down by their own wickedness. The righteousness of the upright delivers them, but the unfaithful are trapped by evil desires. Why do you think they put this thing twice? Because you people don't get it. They didn't get it back then. You don't get it now. Okay, so I'll say it again. The righteousness of the blameless makes their path straight, but the wicked are brought down by their own wickedness. The righteousness of the upright delivers them, but the unfaithful are trapped by evil desires. It was easy to prove that I'm the top martial artist because other people were from paths and cultures and philosophies and groupings and nations and militaries and martial arts schools, you name it, that refused to obey God through the Royal African Falcon Top Martial Arts Order. So they and their students were brought down by their own wickedness. Okay? And the unfaithful were trapped by their evil desires to cheat me out of my right to lead. Hopes placed in mortals dies with them. All the promises of their power comes to nothing. The righteous person is rescued from trouble, and it falls on the wicked instead. Okay, obviously we see righteous people get set up. It's talking about in the long term, on the deeper level, what have you. With their mouths the godless destroy their neighbors, but through knowledge the righteous escape. When the righteous prosper, the city rejoices. When the wicked perish, there are shouts of joy. The city in heaven, and there's some applications in this world. For example, if I was to be named the president of this country, even the Ku Klux Klan would eventually rejoice, even though they're wicked. Okay? So when the righteous prosper, the city rejoices. Okay? So there's the application. Now, some of these guys might not rejoice because they're fucking insane. Okay? But once they hear me out long enough, they'd say, we're better off with this guy. Okay? For the most part. 11. Through the blessing of the upright, a city is exalted, but by the mouth of the wicked it is destroyed. Not by the upright being less, right? They say, blessed, be less. Not by the upright being less. The upright must be given their rightful place. Again, through the blessing of the upright, a city is exalted, but by the mouth of the wicked is destroyed. What are attractive women in Santa Clara County and America and California telling me? Okay? Their actions, which speak louder than words, their true mouth is telling me that they don't respect the characteristics of God, especially if you add some sabotage to it in terms of what you see. I don't look like the most sabotaged person in history, but you can tell I'm sabotaged to some degree. Okay? So by the mouth of the wicked, they have lost my blessing, that and everything else they do wrong on this planet, and they are spiritually destroyed, like Sodom and Gomorrah. 12. Whoever derides their neighbor has no sense, but the one who has understanding holds their tongue. Who, what, when, where, how, why? Again, did John the Baptist? No. Did Jesus? No. Did Isaiah? No. Amos, Hosea? No. Zechariah? No. Stephen the Martyr? No. Okay? Pretty straightforward. Where was I? So who, what, when, where, how, why? A gossip betrays a confidence, but a trustworthy person keeps a secret. For lack of guidance, a nation fails, but victory is won through the advisors. To the true King of Kings, whose advisors are in the spiritual realm. Again, Do I have to explain to you why you're not supposed to keep satanic secret society secrets? If there's a secret society, don't keep it secrets. Come to me and tell me everything. Okay? And if it's the right thing to do, tell the world. Okay? That's not why that scripture is there to confuse you about that. Do what's right at all times. No one lights a lamp and puts it under a bushel or bowl. They put on its stand for all to see. Declare what is whispered in your ear. Declare from the rooftops, right? Matthew 10. All right, where were we here? 15. Whoever puts up security for a stranger will surely suffer, but whoever refuses to shake hands and pledge is kept safe. So if you start shaking hands with Freemasons and all these guys and any other dickhead that wants you to betray God and rebel against me, you're a fucking idiot, and you're going to go to eternal punishment if you don't quickly correct your mistake before I die. A kind-hearted woman gains honor, but ruthless men gain only wealth. Those who are kind benefit themselves, but the cruel bring ruin on themselves. So again, if the woman is kind-hearted enough to obey God through me, then she gets honor. The ruthless man that lead her astray, she becomes one flesh with them and one spirit and joins their groups, okay? Then she's brought to ruin. Okay, who would have thought? Those who are kind benefit themselves, but okay, again, the ruthless men gain only worldly wealth, and they're brought to ruin. Okay, those who are kind benefit themselves, but the cruel bring ruin on themselves. A wicked person earns deceptive wages, but the one who sows righteousness reaps a sure reward. Right? The wages of righteousness, in its true form, no theater arts garbage, none of the nonsense you other people are doing, but its true form, the Royal African Falcon Top Martial Arts Order, is to have the admiration of potential wives, the right to lead, and a whole bunch of other stuff. That's why in Revelation it said there was many crowns on Christ, my head. There's many crowns here. They don't understand that I'm the most wise, the most righteous, the top martial arts. What the hell do they see in anyone if they don't see God in me? Okay, my goodness, like I have to explain this. I mean, it is sad that I have to explain this in the most populated state, in the one of the most populated countries in the world. Okay, it is sad how dumb people are. All right, where was I? Truly the righteous attain life, but whoever pursues evil finds death. Whoever pursues a life of cheating me out of my right to lead is fucked. Woe to them if they have kids that they're encouraging to do the same. My goodness, what the fuck is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you? The Lord detests those whose hearts are perverse, but he delights in those whose ways are blameless. Again, all you people saying, no, fight the hate. Fuck you talking about fight the hate. It also says it in Psalms. I look at these traitors with loathing, for they do not obey your law. And here it says right here, imagine if you become one with God. The Lord detests those whose hearts are perverse, but he delights in those whose ways are blameless. And in Paul's letters, he says that the person in the Spirit makes judgments about everything, including who they should hate. Okay? It's a no-brainer. Be sure of this, the wicked will not go unpunished, but those who are righteous will go free. Like a gold ring in a pig's snout, in a pig's mouth, I guess I put, maybe I'm supposed to say snout, is a beautiful woman who shows no discretion. Because I typed this out myself. You know, all these chapters I do in this Proverbs series, I've written Proverbs down before, the whole thing, and I'm typing it out and I'm reading them, from my typed out papers with notes. Okay, I've examined this thoroughly. If you have any viable counter argument, I've gone over Proverbs for years and years now. It's one of my favorite, it might be my favorite book in the Bible. Okay? And this is to understand everything else. If you understand Proverbs, you should have everything you need to know to live a righteous life and obey God through me. Okay? And to know that there's no way to go to heaven. When we get to Proverbs 30, you're going to see that I'm right about that big time. Proverbs 30, verse 4. One of my favorite verses in the Bible. Okay? Whose fists, right? Whose hands have gathered up the wind. Whose fists hold the wind. Okay? The fists of God are better than the fists of Bruce Lee's fury. Anyway, where are we here? The Lord detests those whose hearts are perverse, but he delights in those whose ways are blameless. Be sure of this, the wicked will not go unpunished, but those who are righteous will go free. Like a gold ring in a pig's mouth is a blameless, or pig's snout is a beautiful woman who shows no discretion. Okay, they like to do, look, the opposition view is nerdy bitch. Racist Jews, Israeli, and beyond. Okay, racist social club, crest wearing, Freemason, scientific whites only social club in 2022, date whites only, white only social club, exclusive events.